Booty Tribe? It's your girl Naja here, and I am back with another video for you guys. And this video is going to be a call center story. I'm still working on my call center story movie, but it's a lot of work. I keep saying it. I know you guys are being patient. I just want you to know, like, I'm not just out here like fuck y'all or nothing. It's just a lot. But this story time is not going to interfere with the movie whatsoever. It actually would help to introduce like characters and shit. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it. This story time is kind of gross, also embarrassing for me to even tell, because it's just like, I would not want this to happen to me. Like, I don't know, but it's a lot. You guys can take from it whatever you will. If you're new here, please go ahead and click that subscribe button. It means a lot. And if you end up liking this video, give it a like. I mean, shit, that's what the like button is there for. We post every Wednesday through Sunday. Hit the notification bell if you need a little bit extra help. I'm giving you guys like lioness right now. I got this ponytail in still, but I don't know. I had to do an outfit change. I felt a little too, you know, exposed or whatever. Okay, so at this point in my call center story series, I am at loss prevention still. If you guys need to get caught up, I really do suggest that you go and watch the other ones. They're all numbered, so if you type in call center series, it'll pop up, and then you could just watch them from the beginning to now so you can get all caught up. Basically, I was still working in loss prevention. We still had the temp hires or whatever that were in there, and they were learning certain stuff. So I was just now learning how to be a chargeback specialist or a data analyst, and it's basically like if somebody's credit card was stolen and purchased stuff from Ratchet Corp, and we would have to like help with the investigation, stuff like that, right? So that's what I was doing at that time. I was not on the phones talking to customers or anything. There were other temp agents that got hired for that position as well, which was kind of shitty because they weren't getting the same pay that I was getting. But anyway, one lady, we're going to call her Cassandra, because I don't know anybody named Cassandra at Ratchet Corp. We're gonna name her Cassandra. So Cassandra was an older lady. She was very pretty for her age, like super pretty. Cassandra might even still work at Ratchet Corp, but I don't even know because I'm not even in touch with a lot of people that work at Ratchet Corp anymore, except for my immediate friends, and a lot of them have already moved on from Ratchet Corp. So, but the last time I was there, she was still at Ratchet Corp, but she was no longer in my department. Basically, Cassandra was an older lady, very pretty, big, stupid big ass booty, okay? Stupid big ass booty. Yeah, she was very sweet, but she was also very like, to say it this way, when I left Ratchet Corp, me and Cassandra were on good terms. Like, she was super sweet to me and everything, but it took a lot for us to get there. Because I'm the type of person where it's like, if I'm doing a job and I'm doing a job with a team, we all need to be on the same page. And if you're the weakest link, I'm gonna tell you so that I can help you get to where the rest of the group needs to be. And I felt like that was mainly put on my shoulders because I was the only permanent chargeback analyst out of the whole group, which were all temp workers. So it was kind of put on my shoulders by my supervisor to make sure that everybody's on the same page. But Cassandra was constantly fucking up, and mind you, like the type of job we did, we're handling with big boy money, okay? Like thousands of dollars being lost. And to be honest, that year Ratchet Corp lost a lot of money just in chargebacks the year that Cassandra was there, right? So I would kind of tell Cassandra like, hey, you're doing the wrong thing. And then what doesn't make it even better is that like the regular loss prevention agents would look at us as the chargeback team as like the higher ups, like, and they would ask us for help in regards to chargebacks because they didn't know what to say if a customer called them and they were like, hey, I can't place any orders because of this chargeback. They wouldn't know what to say. And because Cassandra was like the auntie looking type, they kind of, where's my vape at? So since Cassandra was kind of like loss prevention auntie, they kind of felt more comfortable asking her for help than asking like me or anybody else. And the main reason why is because Cassandra had really good talk game. Like, she talked as if she knew what the fuck was going on when she did not know what the fuck was going on. And we got into multiple like little catty arguments about that because it's like she never would ask for help. Like, she would never ask for help when she didn't know what was going on, she would just continue to spew out wrong information, and then when you correct her, she took it as, oh, you're hating on me, or oh, you're being disrespectful to me just because you're older. Like, so we did not get off at a good start whatsoever. It took a long time. It took about a year for me and Cassandra to finally get on the same playing field, because I'm the type of person where it's like, I don't care how old you are, disrespect is disrespect. And she would constantly say little things about me. Like, I remember there was one time, because there was a girl, she was my homegirl too, I need to hit her up, and she was sitting next to me and she was super quiet. She was older than me, but she was like really cool, and I literally need to hit her up. She was dope as fuck, and she would catch it all the time. She'd be like, girl, did you just hear what Cassandra just said about us? Because she would say stuff about everybody. Like, she just thought that she knew everything that was going on, and then finally it got to my supervisor's attention that this bitch is actually fucking up. Like, this bitch is actually costing us hundreds of thousands of dollars, and she's telling other agents wrong information. So then when they come to us, like me and there was another girl, I'm not even gonna give her a fake name, but there was another girl, me and this other girl, we actually knew what the fuck we were talking about, and the other girl was a temp, but she was one of those people that did more listening than talking. And she, when we went through training, she actually absorbed all of the, you know, material, so she knew what was going on. It's just nobody asked her for help because of the way she looked. And I feel like that's how people treated me too, because a lot of the people at Ratchet Court, when they finally get like to know me, they're like, oh, I thought you were gonna be stuck up and blah blah blah, and I'm like, no, I'm actually a really easygoing person. Yeah, so like that was my first interaction with Cassandra, and it was shitty. I don't know what happened to make us come around to each other. Honestly, no, you know what it was? It was because another person who I was cool with, that at the end of that peak season, that whole year where we were beefing, there was another girl, and she is in the story. We're gonna call her Tori. Tori, who I was cool with and who other people were cool with, because she was there before Cassandra even got into the department. So when Cassandra got her permanent position in loss prevention, she did not get the position in chargebacks because she was fucking up so much. But Tori, who went to another department, was doing chargebacks, because what you could do is like you can go to different departments during peak season to hopefully get hired on there and make more money. She didn't get hired on, so Tori got brought back to loss prevention. Tori came back in there, so did other OGs came back in there because they didn't get the positions or whatever. Or frankly, Ratchet Corp just was a piece of shit. Like, they knew those people were qualified to get that shit, they just didn't want to give up the money. When Tori came in, Tori, I believe Tori says that she's bisexual, but Tori kind of gives me lesbian vibes, but she says she's bisexual, and I respect that. So Tori, in my opinion, Tori kind of got a liking to Cassandra, and they started getting, you know, like this. And I don't think Cassandra reciprocated the same type of emotional connection that Tori was giving her, but Cassandra wanted a friend. Like, you know, on the reality TV show, and there's that villain in the house and nobody fucks with them, and then finally they get a friend, and it's just like, you know, they're back at it, crack at it, you know, back at it. And that was what happened. So Tori would buy Cassandra lunch, Cassandra would buy Tori lunch. They sat next to each other, they moved their desks to sit next to each other. And I'm cool with Tori, but Tori wasn't here during peak, so she don't know. And if you guys don't know what peak is, y'all gotta watch the other videos. But Tori doesn't know that me and Cassandra, we ain't here. Like, we ain't here. And it wasn't anything like permanent or serious. So it was kind of like when we would have little jokes, or like in the area, like when our supervisor wasn't there, you know, Cassandra would chime in and I would laugh, or I would say something, Cassandra would laugh, and then, you know, over time it just got natural, and then it wasn't so awkward between me and Tori or other people and Tori in the room. Like, we all kind of just accepted Cassandra, and just like, you know, now that she wasn't fucking up anybody's work, there was like way less tension. Now that's the scenery for where this went down, okay? So there was different schedules. At this time they had gotten rid of the schedule that I had, the 6 to 2:30, so I couldn't come in early anymore. I had to come in at like 7 o'clock and get off at like 3:30, which was shitty. So there were some people who worked Sunday through Thursday, and then there were some people who worked Tuesday through Saturday. The main people who worked Tuesday through Saturday, like, were like sports fans and shit, because they wanted to catch a game or something. and or like they needed to go to church or stuff like that. Like, but mainly people in my age bracket, we wanted Sunday through Thursday so we could have Friday and Saturday to like turn up and shit like that, right? And Sunday is usually slow anyway because we're not going to church. We don't have any, you get what I'm saying? Cassandra was part of the older crowd that had the Tuesday through Saturday shift, right? And so I come in on Sunday, normal as fuck, right? Normal ass day. Then I come in on Monday, right? Normal ass day, so I thought. Okay, so basically what had happened was the way the desks were set up is it's like aisles. So here's one aisle, my desk is here, Cassandra's desk is right behind me. And she had one of those little storage ottomans, you know, the ones where you can, it's carpeted and then you pop it open and you could put stuff inside, and you could also pop your feet on top of it, right? As I was walking, I noticed that the ottoman was slid a little bit, right? And mind you, this is Monday because some people still work Monday through Friday, right? Because I remember Tori being there and she worked Monday through Friday. So this is Monday. And I saw the bin was cracked. And there was a little piece of fabric and it was brown and like clothing fabric. And I'm like, what is that? Are those pantyhose? And now y'all, I know this might have seemed immature, but y'all gotta understand, like, we're in an office environment. Shit does not go down. It's very fucking boring. We're looking at Excel sheets all day. So I go up to my homie Vontae and I'm like, Vontae, I think Cassandra got some pantyhose or something behind her desk. And he was like, nuh-uh. He went to go look, but like all of us were not all up in it, you know, like trying to be all up in between the box. We kind of like stood at the end of the aisle and like was peeking, and we're like, bruh, no, that can't be it. So and we asked our other homie and he was like, yo, I'll look, I'll pick it up. So I was like, no, don't pick it up. So he got like a highlighter and like drug it out a little bit, and it was some soiled panties, like soiled, bitch. Like it was crunchy, like, you know, like peed, like so this bitch peed in her panties, rolled it up, like it literally looked like she rolled it down her thighs because it was rolled like that, and she put it behind this box. Bruh. At this point, the whole loss prevention is gagging over the fucking panties. We're all trying to figure out how the panties got there, how she executed getting the panties from under her dress or whatever to put in that location. Why didn't she just put the panties in her purse or something, you know? Maybe they fell out of her purse, because, you know, sometimes we girls, we have like period accidents and, you know, we gotta ditch the panties and put on some new ones or whatever. But these were soiled panties, so we're like, why didn't she just like put it in the car and then on her lunch break go and drive and get some new panties? Like, we're over here trying to think what the fuck happened. Like, we're trying to get into Cassandra's brain and think why she thought it was okay to take her panties off and leave them in the cut of the storage bin for everybody to see. And then we're trying to think, how long have these panties been there? Because they are crusty, bitch. They are very hard looking. Like, my dude friend, you know, he pushes them back or whatever and just leaves them. And like literally, it was the talk of the whole day. Like, we're trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. So the next day, I don't remember what it was, but I came in a little bit late to work. Like, I probably came in like an hour or two late to work. And when I walk in, Cassandra's whole mood is like silent, which is not like her, because she's super talkative, super feisty, you know, like super talkative, and she's silent. And then my other homies who are like OGs, like they're older than me, but like they still messy, like they're very messy, like, so they're over there. Once they see me, they start giggling when I walk in the room, and I'm like, what? Like, I don't get it. Sit down at my desk or whatever, and I have hella chats, and they're like, because mind you, it's Tuesday, so now the Tuesday through Saturday crew is here. So apparently the Monday crew told the Tuesday through Saturday crew what the fuck went on yesterday. So I got all these chats like, girl, we heard that you found some panties by Cassandra Des. You'll never guess what just happened, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what happened or whatever? And they're like, we're gonna tell you on your break. Let's break at the same time and we'll tell you. So I was like, okay. So I went on break with Tori and my messy OG friend and Vontae and everybody, because they were there and I was late. So they were like, girl, like when she came in, like we all saw the panties, because, you know, we clock in at 7, she clocks in at 8 or whatever. So the Tuesday shift that got in a little bit earlier, saw Cassandra's panties because nobody wanted to touch it. They were like, what happened was they came in, they saw the panties, they were gassing. Tori felt embarrassed for Cassandra because Tori was like, well, let's just tell her so she could pick up the panties, you know, and because the joke is done basically. Like, let's just solve the issue, get the panties out of the, you know, get the elephant out the room, get the panties out the room. Took the lid of the storage bin and dropped it on the floor next to the panties on purpose, so when she has to bend over and pick it up, she'll see the panties. So Toya did that, right? And the whole room is waiting for Cassandra to walk in from her break and see the panties. So Cassandra comes in. This is what they're telling me. Cassandra came in, went to fix the lid, saw the panties, looked around, and then everybody looked down, pretended like they're not fucking looking at her, and she got the panties and put them in her purse, right? And she's just been quiet all day, and I'm like, damn, bro, that is so embarrassing. Like, I would fucking die. Like, because I'm not gonna sit here and lie like I've never ditched a pair of panties before, but bitch, I've never ditched a pair of panties and left them at work and be soiled. Like, no, I'm gonna either go to the CVS and buy some shorts, or like I'm gonna go home. Like, bitch, I even have extra clothes in my car in case some shit goes down. Like, no ma'am, no sir. So I'm not trying to be bougie and act like I've never been in a situation like that, but I've never been in a situation where I did not give enough fucks to remove my garments from the crime scene. Like, you get what I'm saying? And especially not at work. After we had our break, went back into the room, and like Cassandra's still embarrassed. She goes and she talks to one of the older ladies. I forget what I named her, but the bitch from the beginning of when I worked in loss prevention, the one that I was beefing with back and fucking forth, and like who was an old bitch, and like we would always fight with each other. I'm obviously always fighting with old people. I need to get my life. She goes up to her and the room is quiet so we can hear the conversation. She's just like,
yeah, I mean, I just don't even remember. It's just my panties were just there. I mean, I didn't even know how long they had been there. It's just crazy, and now everybody knows about my panties.
And I'm trying so hard not to laugh. Like, we're all just trying so hard not to laugh. Like, we were so fucking childish. Like, it was a mess. Moral of the story, because now we're doing morals here, so these aren't just pointless, you know, stories. Moral of the story, if you have an emergency girl moment and you need to ditch your panties, put them in your purse, put them in the car, throw them in the trash. Do not leave any evidence. Keep things in your car or keep extra things in your purse so that when you do have an emergency, you don't blow up your spot. Okay? Okay? And another tip, if you see somebody having a girl moment like this, like in the act, be a nice person and help them out. Don't blow up their spot. Like, it was never my intent to have this lady's spot blown up. I forgot how messy my friends were and that they would definitely blow the spot up, because the messiest OG friend I had did not like Cassandra whatsoever. Like, they constantly went back and forth, and that was just her golden ticket right there. Like, even though I wasn't the one that told, still, like, it just made me feel bad that everybody knew that I was the one who found the panties, and I don't know, I felt like I was bullying the lady. Like, it wasn't cool. But be that girl that helps out that other girl in need. So that's it, guys. Let me know if you've ever had anything embarrassing similar happen to you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
The truth will set you free, but first it'll piss you off.